among the several shocking things that Kanye West said here yesterday, one of them included an admission about his medication. And it sounds like he's talking about medication that was prescribed after his breakdown in 2016. And he said that he was supposed to be taking 3 pills a day, and he's now taking 1 a week.
And so, you know, obviously,
like
when you hear that, and then you superimpose the antics yesterday, you wonder.
You can see maybe he was missing his medication or acting out because he wasn't properly medicated.
So, you know, we reached out, and honestly, the person I want to talk to, who has seen this on so many different levels, you know, professionally as a psychologist, as well as interviewing people, famous people, with similar issues over a period of many years, Dr. Phil, and he is giving us some time today, and he joins us live. Dr. Phil, welcome to TMZ Live.
Well, thanks so much. This is a pretty shocking situation.
What's your reaction particularly to what Kanye said about the drugs and that he kind of shuns his doctors now, and rather than taking 3 pills a day, he's taking maybe 1, 2 a week?
Well, of course, I don't know what his diagnosis is, and I don't know what the medication is that he's supposed to be taking, if in fact he's reporting that accurately. But what I can comment on is what I'm seeing, and it does show, to me, a lack of impulse control. It shows what I would refer to as dysregulated thought. And, you know, I can't diagnose him without spending a lot of time with him and seeing him, so I'm certainly not trying to do that. But what I do see is really he doesn't have a filter here. The things that he's saying are irresponsible and they're ignorant. And, you know, when I say ignorant, I mean that in a descriptive way. If you look that up in the dictionary, it means a lack of information. And, you know, I've seen where he has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't read, that he just thinks. Well, read, Kanye. You need to read, because what you're saying is ignorant. And I was, you know, what the things that Van said to him yesterday, Van, I thought you were highly articulate. I thought you took him to task in a very respectful and articulate way. And you said what an awful lot of people are thinking and needed to say, because you can't say what Kanye said and know what the facts are, know what the history shows. So clearly he doesn't have a filter, he's not thinking, and he has a complete lack of information. Or, in the alternative, this is some kind of publicity stunt, which makes it even worse, in my opinion, if this is all for effect. What he may not understand is that he is allowing himself to become a tool for hate groups and white supremacists. And I think even in his most disoriented state, I would think that he would not want that to be the case. But that's why I say if he doesn't read, he needs to start, because he is playing right into hands of people that I think he would find offensive to his sensibilities.
One of the things that Van pointed out this morning, that this has been the way Kanye interacts with the media, with people in general for years. I mean, even before he was the superstar he is now, when he was just coming up, this sort of, where everything he's saying seems like a rant, is just the way he is. Maybe, so when people are saying that this could be a mental episode, maybe it's not.
Well, you know, you bring up a good point, and I wrote down something that he said when he was talking, and one of his quotes was, "Doing something everybody tells you not to do, just being oppositional to get attention." Well, okay, that is a personality disorder, oppositional, but when you're doing it in this way, when you have his platform, when you have got as many people listening to you as he does, and then you choose to be oppositional in a way that can be used by people to create a lot of pain and a lot of hurt and a lot of problem in folks' lives, that's just damned irresponsible, and you just need to shut up.
Dr. Phil, I spent time with him last week, and as recently as Sunday. And on Sunday, I spent almost 2 hours with him, and we were just talking. And it was face-to-face, and I got none of this. I mean, he was even, he was calm, he was lucid, he was appropriate in terms of the comments he was making, and I also happened to watch him in a meeting earlier in the week, same thing. And so, you know, people are talking about the fact that he says that he's not on his meds, and he seemed a little manic yesterday, but I didn't see that at all just as recently as Sunday. And I'm really confused.
Well, of course, he probably feels safe with you. And, you know, I did notice when Van confronted him, I found it interesting that he shut up and listened the entire time. When Van took him to task. He didn't interrupt, he wasn't combative, and he did control himself and listen to what was being said, which is, for somebody that is in a manic state, somebody that is really out of control, that would not be the case. Now, I will admit, Van didn't leave a lot of room for somebody to interject in there. And he did leave a lot of room for somebody to give a counter argument. Thank you, Van. But he did listen. He was respectful, and he did listen, which shows he has some control. So, you know, one of two things are happening here. Either this is just attention-getting behavior because he's, you know, got an album coming out, he wants to sell shoes, he's wanting attention, or he really has a problem pumping the brake here mentally and emotionally. And either way, it's not okay because for whatever reason, he does have a big pulpit, he does have a big platform, and so a lot of people are listening, a lot of people are being influenced, and I'll guarantee you he has empowered white supremacists, he has empowered hate groups with the things he's saying here. To say that slavery, 400 years, that just sounds like a choice. It's got to be on the short list of the most stupid things I've heard said in the last, I can't even say how long. That's just unbelievable.
Well, look, we're so happy that we could spend some time with you. I just love the way you put things in context. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you. We'll see you guys.
Okay.